What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with a little bit more Konosuba. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, not necessarily about team building yet, I'm still kind of working on my team build. I have a pretty good idea at this point of what we're going to be doing going forward, but I want to talk a little bit about recruitment and maybe even like the free-to-play units in the game, because as of right now, there's kind of, I guess, like a little bit of a misnomer here. Now, one, I do want to say we did get a new set of banners the other day. We got the new swimsuit unit for, if I go up here to info, if you want to know where to get all the info on these units, you can go up here to info. It'll tell you everything you need to know right here. And you can click on all the stats and it'll tell you exactly what they do. So, or it should. No, I'm sorry, it goes down here. See, still learning a little bit. So, this Aqua would be really good for the current Shark event. She's got a lot of lightning attacks, and she's got a nice, just general base physical skill. And remember, lightning attacks are what you really need for this event. Now, the only downside to her is these cooldowns look like they take quite a bit of time, but they're very powerful. Like a 172% attack at skill level 5, of course. That's not going to be nearly that high when it's at skill level 1. They're always going to give you max stats right here. And remember, skill level 5 is when you either have enough of the potions actually fed into a unit, or which takes a lot, admittedly, like 15 potions to max out a unit, or if you get, I believe it's 5 to max out a unit. And it does upgrade them. I covered this a little bit before, but it does upgrade them at random. We'll probably get a couple 3 stars. We could probably look at that here in a moment. Now, I'm going to do a couple summons, but I'm not going to go crazy, because as good as she would be for the current events, and so would Wiz, Megamine, not so much. If you actually go through any of the current tier lists on the JP side of the game, there's actually not a huge benefit to most of these units. Like, most of the top tier units are still like core units that were dropped with the game. Now, if we go back up here to info one more time, and we go to rates, you can actually pull up all the rates on this, and go to probability table here, and we're looking at not the premium recruitment, 4-star guaranteed. Let's go down here a little further, strong start. Okay, so here we go, summer recruitment 2. So basically all the core units are still in here. It'll tell you right here the star number. It'll tell you over here what the actual unit is, and so on and so forth. So you can actually go through here and figure it out. So in this banner, we could actually get one of the base 4 stars. Now, I would even love to get some extras of Melissa, or even the Megamine from the initial banners, because both those units are absolutely stellar, and I would love to power them up a little bit. Now, before I do this, I do want to make note, and this is where I'm going to talk about the free-to-play units for a moment. If I go here into team, okay, and I go into enhance members. Now, I'm going to keep this by power and by descending. So, in other words, my most powerful units can be in the front, and everyone else is going to be down there. So, I want to show you here the 2 free-to-play units, okay? I've got this unit right here, the new Leah. Notice she is number 2 in my list. I also have this Cecily. She is also high up on that list. An old girl here probably would be higher up if I had actually paid a little more attention and actually maxed her out like I should have when she was around. Unfortunately, you know, the old COVID kind of wiped me out when that was going on. But neither here nor there. Notice the only 4-star, that is above those 3 stars on my power list is Aqua. Now, Aqua, I actually don't believe has any dupes in her. Let's find out real quick. So if we got to upgrade skill, she's all skill level 1 still. So she's still a really good unit, but she's really more of like a healer. So I'm not really going to use her for her overall power. You know, Melissa is still like considered top tier. And of course, if I was going to get dupes of her, which I've got 1 dupe in her, if I was to go ahead and get dupes of her and max her out, she would probably go ahead and usurp those 3 stars. But notice that the free-to-play 3 stars, the ones that we're getting in the game through the current events, are right now my top tier units. They're over the 4 stars, guys. So when I tell you guys that farming the 3 stars really pays off, I mean that. It really pays off. So don't forget to farm those 3 stars. But that said, I really do want to bolster my team. Now, you will notice I've got about 33,000 quartz right here. be really careful about this, guys. I wouldn't go too crazy on these banners. Like I said, these are not like insane units at the moment, and you got to go pretty deep before the pity system takes hold. Come on, give us some kind of. Oh, we can still get a fake out. No. Okay. Okay. So we did get one new unit. I'll take that. That union I actually didn't have her. And she's a 2-star. Did get a couple 3-stars, so I do some 3-stars I can level up. I'm going to try one more time and see what I get here. Now, once again, I would emphasize, do not go crazy on these banners. Oh, we got a 4-star incoming. Check that out. We got the rainbow outline. We got the succubus. Who do we got here? We got one 4-star. All right. I'll take that, actually. I really like that Megamine. She's going to level up pretty spectacularly. We've got another Bond of the Cecily. We've got... I think she's new, actually. If she isn't... Okay. I'll take that. As you can see, leveling up 3 stars really, really, really works out. So, I'll take that. It's definitely more power for my Alina. Amy. Who's our 4-star? Oh, please tell me that's Swizz. Yes! Dude, that is the unit I wanted. 100% for the culture. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. I'm going to push my luck. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more right here. Now, I wouldn't recommend going this deep. I'm going way deeper than you should go on these banners. But, you know, once again, I would love, 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 love to get a dupe for the culture. So let's just do one more. See what we get. After this, it is a fool's errand to go any deeper. And then you just walk away with whatever you got. Okay. So I did kind of jinx myself. Did not get a... Ooh! Fake out 4-star! What it is! What is this luck? I'll take that. Let's see who we got. Got the Tough Times Kazuma. Let's see. Don't really care about the 2 stars. You know, 2 stars can be powerful, I will say, and they're really, really, really good. Actually, I will take that. I could definitely use the Seductress Bond. Beachgoer Megamine. What else do we got? Remember, 2 stars are really, really, really good for like sub-units and things like that. All right. Unexpected 4-star we got. Ooh. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I will take that. That Erica is actually really, really good. I think she is still like top tier. She's like a high 9. So that's perfect. At this point, I am ecstatic. I'm going to walk away with my head held high. Those are fantastic pulls. Now, once again, why am I saving at this point? The main reason I'm going to save is because I don't know if we're going to get the Damachi collabs. I don't know if we're going to get the ReZero collabs. I really hope so. And I really, really, really want to save as much of my free-to-play quartz as I can for those events so I don't have to wail and go crazy. Now, there are some really good quartz packs if you do want to spend some money. There was one. I don't know if it's still in the game, but we can go find out here real quick. Hopefully it didn't expire yet, but I don't think it has. And this is just like a little side if you want to spend a little bit of money. Nope, it looks like it is gone. There was one that would give you 10k free, but it looks like it has unfortunately expired. That is okay. There are more packs that will come and go. But what am I saving for? Well, pretty much at this point, what I'm saving for is to see if, number one, we get some new units that kind of like top out the tier list. I think inevitably we are going to get some units that are going to finally usurp all those core units that are in the game. I do think that is inevitable. So saving is going to be paramount. Number two, we have crossovers, and those time-limited units are going to be, like, for collection purposes, are going to be really amazing to have, especially later on as the game ages. And, you know, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it, just for bragging rights. So if you have some of those, like, really strange one-off units, they'll be really fun for collection purposes. So really, like, I've got, what, 23 left over, almost 24,000 left over. I'm going to save the rest of that for a little bit, probably, like, build myself up a bit more. But my recommendation is don't go crazy on every single banner that comes out, because as you saw earlier, you can still get pretty far with 3 stars. In fact, I'm going to go power up my Wiz and see where she gets. Now, if we go down here to team, and I will do a team building guide. I'm not quite ready. I don't feel like I have the I guess expertise at this point to do it, but I am coming really, really close to feeling confident with that. So if I actually go to, I'm going to go out of power here, and I'm going to go to rarity. And we're going to see if we can level up. I don't know if I have enough, but we'll see if we can level up Wiz really quick. And in fact, if I actually go back out here, let's see how much more power we get out of her. So right now, let's go back here. Her current power, let's go power. So her current power is 2895. So let's actually do a little experiment here and see what happens when we level her up. Okay. Well, we got lucky. We got 1 right across the board. So now her power is 2985. So she got a pretty significant upgrade just from that. Now, dude, bear in mind that the 3 stars are still way above her. That said, for what she does, her utility makes her still very, very, very viable. If you're not familiar, basically she does crazy fire attacks, and her SA is almost a 300% normal physical damage boost. So, like, she is absolutely wild. Like I said, she's really more here for utility, but she's still exceptional. And that's kind of one of those things you want to pay attention to when you're building a team, is not only do what your units do, but in some of these situations, if I go back out here, I keep hitting the wrong button. What this first set is right here can be a big boost too. So she's got 7% fire attack damage. So even if I'm not using her as main fire attacker, I could still like connect her to another fire unit, have her bolster that unit, or use her SA to go ahead and boost the rest of the team. So she's really, really good in that regard. So she does 296% damage, normal physical damage to the enemy, and significant boost to physical attack for all allies for 16 seconds. So she's going to add a lot more damage to everybody's attack after getting that SA off. That's why I say she's so good for general utility. So these are some of the things you want to consider when you are building teams. Not just the raw power too, and that raw power is very, very, very important, but also what do some of these units do to bolster the rest of your team? In other words, like I said, her SA is going to make everybody hit harder. And if you can line this up, get her SA off, and then line up everybody's SA immediately after that, she's basically going to just cut a swath through the enemy, especially if they're weak to fire. But, you know, so now I hope you understand, like, why it's important not only to save some quartz, but, you know, how to use your quartz intelligently, how to consider these units, and, you know, what units to consider going forward for yourself. For me, I really wanted this Wiz here so that I could upgrade her. In fact, let's go ahead and let's go back to rarity and see if we can upgrade her real quick. I don't know if I have the finances to make that work, but we're going to try. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it looks like I should. Here we go. And let's see what her actual power level is. Now, once again, I do want to emphasize, this is not a unit that I've seen on any of the tier lists. This is not a unit that I, you know, think is going to be like a crazy damage monster like going forward in the game. But I do think she's going to have a great amount of utility on the teams for the current events, and is going to help me basically just maximize my efforts there. Ah, okay. So I'm actually going to need to go ahead and get a few of those. So let's see. So Great Sages, I need, what, 20 of those bad boys? Let's burn 15 tickets and see what we get. Okay. And we got 3. I really don't want to burn any more tickets. I mean, I say that, but I actually was down to like 0 2 days ago. So we do get plenty of skip tickets. I'm going to go ahead and work on her throughout the day and get her ready actually coming up for this. Let's just see. Let's go back here to team and just see, for the sake of argument, how much power she has at level 50. Okay, we'll max her out. Okay. So a level 50 she is. Let's see. Oops. I keep hitting the wrong button there. Where's she at? She's way down the list, isn't she? Let's see. Oh my goodness. I even have this 4-star that is not leveled up. So I've got, yeah, embarrassingly, I've got some work to do. But her power level is 2494. So she'll get still a bit more. I don't think she's going to be top tier. She's definitely not going to be in the 3s. But she might be here second or third row very easily. So there you go, guys. Hopefully you can make some intelligent decisions going forward. I'm going to go ahead and throw her on the shark fight. See what she could do, farm up her equipment. But for now, that's going to be the video. Like, comment, share. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are. And maybe we could finally get a team building guide out here sometime this week. I think that'd be really fun. So stay tuned, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.